Okay, I'm back. This is the end of episode 1. Episode 2 awaits. If you'd like to continue with this world state in episode 2, please save your game now. Yeah, we haven't saved in forever. Would you like to see a recap of episode 1 before you start episode 2? No. You open your eyes. The sun has risen, the birds are singing. You are still alive, and for now, you are safe. Your gaze wanders across the room to the window and the woods beyond. You wonder if the monsters are still lurking there, right now, just beyond the trees, ready to pounce on you as soon as you leave the crumbling estate. A familiar unease settles into your gut, tangling into a knot of anxiety, ringing as events of last night play out in your head. You can't help but remember Duke slumped against a tree, pieces of him scattered across the clearing. You're not sure if you'll ever feel okay again after what you've seen, but you can't stay in bed forever. Hunger pulls you from the clammy depths of the mattress. You can refresh yourself on the events of the previous day using the journal icon from the quick menu. Check on Dustin. You open the drawer to check on Dustin. Oh good, he's still here. Human is back. Good morning, Dustin. How are you today? Dustin, feel good. Had productive night. I see you have a bread now. Yes, Dustin found a bread. Dustin also ate a bug last night. Good night for Dustin. Have you met Frou-Frou? Monster. Can I talk to you about something horrible that happened last night? Human can always talk to Dustin. Oh yeah, we have a possum that lives in our drawer. Yep. What happened? I watched a man die. The woods are full of big scary monsters. Dustin understand. World is full of big scaries. When Dustin gets scared, Dustin pretends to be dead. Good advice for human, maybe. It was nice to catch up, Dustin. I'll see you around. Okay. Great. The doll didn't move during the night. Maybe it isn't haunted after all. Though after everything you went through yesterday, that's hardly a consolation. You creep towards the window, careful to not be seen by whatever might be lurking in the garden. Oh God, there he is. You guys see him? Right here. For a second, you thought you saw movement. It could have been an animal. It could have been something else. Whatever it is, it's gone now. You're back in the kitchen. Frou-Frou eyes you from her favorite spot on the counter. Her pupils dilate and her tail twitches. I see. You are still here. How unfortunate. Excuse me, ma'am, may I pet you? I don't want to be here either. Do you know anything about ditchlings? Even if I did, why would I ever tell you anything? That's one fat cat. And for the record, no, I don't. Now stop bothering me. More chin. Wow. Have you noticed anything weird around here? We ran into those horrible things in the woods last night and silence. Do you know what time it is? Quiet your awful little mouth. Your voice is the only horrible thing I have witnessed as of late. Hey. Do you know the police called me this morning? You've only been here one day and you already had a run-in with the cops? I told you I saw someone die last night. So you did. It was late, and I was tired. I assumed Stella put you up to a joke a little after dragging you to the woods. Anyways, does it really matter? Some old farmer disappearing, going hunting in the middle of the woods at night. So what? Something like that was bound to happen eventually, and frankly, you're lucky it didn't happen to you. Still, they had quite a few questions about you, Tima. Before you asked, don't worry, I told them you're an upstanding citizen. But I'd rather not waste my time talking to cops. It's irritating, and this is already a very difficult week. Just don't put anything else on my plate right now, okay? We were chased through the woods by monsters, and you're worried about cops? Yeah, I'm worried about cops. I'm busy, and I don't like talking to them. What's up with you, Stella? I'm sorry. Good. I've got to get to work. But listen, you'd better stay out of trouble today. I want you home by sunset. I don't want to hear complaints. Just do what I ask and we won't have any more problems. Tabitha steps towards the door. Sunset. Your cousin huffily walks out of the kitchen. Her footsteps fade down the hall, ending in the characteristic creak, then slam of the front door as it opens and closes behind her. Once again, you are the only human in the estate. It seems you make a habit of bad first impressions, no? The cat chuckles mockingly. Time to start your day. After last night, you should make things up to your cousin. Screw going to town. Try to clean the guest bedroom instead. Tabitha's right. After last night, the last thing you need is to be sucked into more adventures. If you're not going to leave the estate, you're going to do what you were told. And that's that. Okay. Try clean up the guest bedroom. Bathroom. Okay. Yeah, let's clean the bathroom. The most fun move is not to play. You scrounge for cleaning supplies, finding a few dusty containers and spray bottles, none of which you recognize. They all feel like antiques. Armed with a rag and a trash bag, you set to work. It's a monumental task, and nauseates you to think how many years of caked up dirt, grunge, and former fluids you have to scrub away to return something semblance of normalcy to the bathroom. You try not to concentrate too hard on what exactly you're cleaning up, but the empty bottles of blonde hair dye and piles of used makeup remover pads start to paint a picture of the person who used to be here before, an older woman, dyeing her once blonde hair and applying all the daily shell of makeup to keep the image of herself stagnant exactly where she wanted, her lane. She couldn't stay stagnant forever. As you dump the overflowing trash can, you can't help but notice, perched on the old bottles of hair dye, a few usable napkins. Now they're covered in what looks like crusted body fluid. Ugh. That might be as much as you can do without a pressure washer and renovations. But at least taking a shower here won't make you feel dirtier than when you started. Your admiration of a job adequately done is interrupted by a sudden, heavy thunk, thunk, thunk of a metal door knocker. The sound seeming to reverberate all the way down your spine. Someone's at the front door. Before you have the chance, or not, to answer, it opens. Oh. I'm so sorry. I hope I didn't scare you. I've been thinking about what you went through last night. I brought some fresh tea. Let's settle in somewhere and talk. You and the old hippie make your way back to the kitchen. She gives one of Tabitha's few mugs a thorough rinse before pouring you a steaming tea from her thermos. The smell is amazing, a nostalgic, earthy odor reminiscent of fall, as if it were brewed with autumn leaves. Take a sip. It tastes not unlike rotten log, but somehow it isn't unpleasant. Like you're tasting a hike through dawn-dampened woods. It leaves a refreshing, citrusy aftertaste, like a cool breeze, sweeping the leaves from the path, the tea left on your tongue. I hope you like it. This is my new shaga and lemon balm blend. I love experimenting with local ingredients. Is there any news about Duke? Well, he's still dead. What did you want to talk to me about? Oh, nothing much. You went through quite the ordeal last night, and are holed up alone in, well, bless her heart, but Tabitha hasn't exactly reclaimed this place since Perlane passed. I feel like I'm inhaling cobwebs. I wanted to check on you. How are you holding up, dear? Really? I don't know how I'm doing. So much has already happened. I've only been here a day. I'm just trying to stay on Tabitha's good side. I don't know how I'm doing. So much has already happened, and I've only been here a day. Well, if it's any consolation, there's a sound above you, a creaking floorboard portraying a shifting presence. There's someone in the room above you. You heard that too, didn't you? You know, dear, I was planning to stop by the mines for a quick chat with your cousin. Maybe it'd be a good idea if you came along. I don't like the thought of you being alone in this big house. Not with the town the way it is now. There's another creak above. Leaving suddenly seems like a very good idea. Do you think this place is haunted? If it's haunted, I wouldn't doubt that you find out as soon as you're alone here for too long. It sounds to me like whatever might be here is already restless to have you itself. Yes, take me to my cousin. I wanted to see her anyways. Gladly. Neither of you waits around to see if the sounds will continue. You quickly make your way back to the door and out into the inviting autumn air. You're once again surprised by the freshness of the mountain breeze. Your lungs have grown accustomed to the stale, dusty air of the estate, not realizing how much they were being suffocated. At least it's a pleasant day for a walk. There's really nothing like the mountains in autumn. There's something comforting about this woman's presence. She exudes a warmth, her smile feeling like kindly approval, even though you feel you've done nothing to earn it. Were you born here? How did you wind up in this town? My family has been in these hills for generations, possibly even longer than yours. I married into the general store, though. Before that, we were just your standard hill folk, kept to ourselves, fended for ourselves. That's why I know so much about the local flora. That kind of knowledge was vital for the generations that came before me to survive out here. Do you know much about my family? Any history I should know about? Oh yes, everyone around here knows quite a bit about your family. You founded the town, after all. Your family and the history of this town are completely intertwined. Your well, I'm not exactly sure how many greats that would be. Some distant grandfather of yours started the mine, which started the town. The town nearly collapsed into ruin after the collapse of 1918. And once again, your family pulled it back up. Now here we are. I'm not sure what else there is to say. What do you want to know? The collapse? Like an economic collapse? We certainly had our fair share of those, but no. There was a mine collapse in 1819. The town lost so many souls that day. Men and boys. This was before child labor laws came into effect in these parts. As if the collapse wouldn't have been bad enough, tragedy on its own. There had to be children involved. It seems your family avoided most of the blame, especially since they managed to pull the town back together again afterwards. Hard to remember to be angry at someone when they're the reason you have food on your table. Sora Mine is the whole reason why this town exists. I'd say so. If it fails, I'm not sure anybody would be able to stick around for long. That being said, I suppose everything has to end eventually. One shouldn't plan on things to continue on exactly the same forever. Is it really just me and Tabitha? Why are there so few of us left? I suppose fate is crueler to some than to others. In a lot of ways, your family has been very fortunate, but the Scarlets seem to have their fair share of death as well. Maybe more than their fair share. That big house must have been loaded. Do you think we're still loaded? It's really not my place to speculate about people's finances, but you've seen the state of the place. I think that speaks for itself. So, is there a Mr. Sybil? There was, but unfortunately he passed about a year and a half, or give or take. Life up in the hills can be hard on people, for all kinds of reasons, even if you never step foot in the mines. Is there a church in this town? I feel like I can use some religion right about now. Yes, though it's not exactly in the best condition. It's a very, very old building, and I don't think any pastors have been able to keep up with that kind of maintenance. Not many people go up there. It seems no one wants to pray in a church that's threatening to fall in on them. My daughter also says she finds the current pastor creepy, but I think he's nice enough, young man. Just struggles with people, which isn't the best position to find yourself in if your job is people. Yeah, a pastor who struggles with people, that's an odd mix. What do you think of Stella? Such a ray of sunshine. Even with everything that's happened to her, she tries to smile through it all. An admirable young woman, if you ask me. What do you think of Tabitha? She works too hard, but I suppose that's the burden she carries with your family's mine to run. It can't be doing her any good, though. I'm sure that has something to do with her disposition. Bless her heart. Two of you are interrupted by a jogging woman. Hello? Joan, wonderful to see you as always. Have you met Timma? Sybil? No, we haven't met. Joan here is our resident doctor, and Timma is Vivian's kid. Of course, in town for the funeral. I put that together. You're pretty. Nice to meet you, Joan. Not respectfully. Am I gonna have to meet the whole town? I'm tired of introductions. A doctor, huh? Do you know any? That's Dr. Kelly to you. People my son age don't get first name privileges. How's Reese doing? Any better these days? Dr. Kelly lets out a small, frustrated sigh. He's surviving, same as usual, you know that. Her son has a rare condition. Do you make a habit of sharing that kind of private information with anyone who wanders into town? Tell him Kanika says hello. I get the feeling she and Stella miss seeing him. Oh, you know, since you're here, maybe we should set them up for a visit next week. Doesn't that sound nice? Timma could come too. Sybil, they're adults. We don't need to set them up on playdates. And you know how easy it is for him to tire himself out. It's not worth it. I need to get home and get him his meds. I can't stand around talking all day. The woman starts her jog again, her pace faster than before, almost as if she's running away from the awkward interaction. She's a bit of a breast woman, isn't she? But her heart's in the right place. Anyway, We should be on our way too. It's not too much further now. Oh, I forgot I needed caffeine. I'm gonna have to mute a bit to chew this caffeinated gum. I have to figure out how I'm gonna do this since this is all reading. We want all ASMR? No, thank you. She was right. It takes very little time to reach Scarlet Hollow Mines. A humble exterior greets you at the place that made your family its fortune. Your cousin just so happens to be at the gates, but it seems you aren't the only visitors she's dealing with at the moment. This is ridiculous. You can't fire me for having a damn cold. There's got to be some kind of, I don't know, rights violation. You aren't fired, Terrence. You're laid off. Cutbacks had to be made, and obviously I'm going to prioritize those cutbacks on workers who have a habit of missing shifts. I had mono. I was puking my guts out. I couldn't crawl on my sorry ass into that pit. And you wouldn't have wanted me there anyways. True. Yeah, mono is highly contagious. You only give us 3 days a year to get sick. It's a shit system. You don't have a note from a doctor. I can't just take your word for it. If you wanted extra sick days, you could have had them with the proper paperwork. Don't forget, by not showing up, you put extra pressure on your coworkers to pick up your slack. And that's not fair to them. And if you have a tendency to get sick like that, maybe you shouldn't be working in a place like this to begin with. As for your lodgings, I'll give you 2 weeks to move out. To hell with you and your damn mind. And this shit house you having me live in, it'd all be better off a heap of rubble. The miner kicks the dirt in final act of frustration, but wanders off, leaving Tabitha standing steadfast at the gate. Sybil? Timma? What are you doing here? I wanted to have a word with your cousin here, and I had some business with you as well. Though it looks like you were busy, I wouldn't want to impose. Why don't you drop by the tea room sometime this week, Tabitha? Sure, I'll swing by tomorrow. Wonderful. I'll be on my way. It was lovely catching up, Timma. I'm sure we'll be seeing each other around town. Well, so much for you not intruding on my work. Come on, I guess I'll babysit you in my office. Just don't make yourself a burden, alright? I have a lot to do today. I think there's a presence in your house, Tabitha. Tabitha, this is urgent. Sybil said the things I saw last night are an omen of impending doom. Something very bad is going to happen in this town. Sybil says a lot of things. She's one of those tea leaf reading fortune teller types. I really wouldn't take her vague warning seriously. Don't get yourself worked up over what some old lady told you about the end times or whatever. Just look at her face. Woman, go get laid. I think there's a presence in your house, Tabitha. Presence? What, like a ghost? Just because it's a creepy old house doesn't mean it's haunted. Not even Stella thinks it's haunted. Or she'd be banging down my door to film some video in my house. In a building as big and old as the estate, there are going to be noises, shifts in the wind, doors slam on their own. Get used to it. I don't need you running out here every time you hear a creaky floorboard. What was all that layoff stuff about? Nothing you have to worry about. Running a business isn't all sunshine and roses. In fact, it's almost never sunshine and roses. I'm kind of glad things worked out this way. It might be nice to spend some time together. Is this your idea of spending time together? Because I'm not spending time with you. You're in my office while I do my job. You better not need me to entertain you today. I need to get back to work. Try to occupy yourself. You're surprised to see a poster of what looks like Stella. She has apparently been banned from the mines. There are also a suspicious number of ordinary photos of her and Gretchen. Stella isn't the only likeness captured on the walls of your cousin's trailer. On either side of Tabitha's desk are portraits of old people, a woman and an old-timey man. One looks like the pictures you've seen of Perlane, the other not so sure, but from context you assume it must be an older relative. A shotgun hangs menacingly above the desk. Besides that, there isn't much else to see. Do your workers only get 3 days off? Do they get vacation or? Okay, no more gum. Sorry about that. I don't need to discuss the intricacies of how I run my businesses with you. I'm the one making the decisions because I'm the one who knows what needs to be done for this place to stay running. And I don't need someone who's never run so much as a startup to try to tell me how I should be operating. Yeah, people need more than 3 days off a year. You're gonna have terrible productivity. And as soon as they find something better, they're gonna jump ship. I mean, there's most businesses have at least 8 holidays. Yeah. So it'd be a Memorial Day, which it's Memorial Day weekend. Happy Memorial Day. Labor Day, 4th of July, Thanksgiving Day, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and New Year's. Those are like the minimum. This woman said, "I am the video game boy. Not only are you destroying your health and personal life, but it's affecting your friends, family, business, employees. Take advice I struggle with. Learn to stop." It's not like I can take any time off either. I'd kill for 3 days. I really admire your leadership with that guy earlier. Yeah, 3 days is not enough, and I don't know anyone anywhere that like there are jobs that require like 7 days a week for working on an oil rig or working on a ship for that matter, but they give you a ton of time off. Right? You're going to be working for months at a time every day, and then you're going to be off for months at a time. I would really admire your leadership with that guy earlier. Yes, I'm good at my job. The Scarlets have cultivated generations of certain kinds of management style that has gotten the mine through some very difficult times. You can't let people run all over you. Grandma Edie learned that from Enoch, and she instilled it within Perlane, and Perlane instilled it in me. Vivian wouldn't cut it. She would have been terrible at this. Why is there a poster of Stella saying she's banned from your property? Stella likes to poke around places she shouldn't. She keeps sneaking up here to film videos or whatever her excuses was. And if that's not a lawsuit waiting to happen, so she's banned. Oh, whoops, I didn't even... Who are those people on the wall? I'm sure you recognize Perlane at this point. And the other one is Enoch, our great-great-grandfather, who saved the mine from ruin after the collapse. The idea was to have all the family members who owned the mine up on the wall, but I don't think Perlane was too excited to have great-grandma Edie staring down at her all the day, so we're missing one. I can't blame her. I remember that woman well enough to know why she wouldn't want the reminder. God, you really talk a lot, don't you? Oh, bet Tabitha dating that cop? Neither of them want anyone to film anything? Oh, the glasses cop? The glasses at night? The sunglasses at night? Why is there a gun here? It's Perlane's. She put it there to intimidate people. I always thought it was a little old-fashioned, but if it works, it works. You wouldn't have asked about it if... You wouldn't have asked about it if it didn't leave an impression on you. You never call Perlane Mom? I'm an adult. I don't cling to the dynamics of childhood. Yeah, I guess if she was working with her... If she's working with her... That might... I mean, I find that weird, but... Yeah. No shit, it's a gun. If you had a Pikachu doll, that would catch my eyes too. True. Yeah. I learned there was a big mine collapse up here once. Do you think something like that could ever happen again? Of course not. That only happened because someone else's negligence. We don't make those kind of mistakes, especially not with our current mining technology. Our family trusted a man who we shouldn't have trusted. Charles Shaw. He cut corners, used cheap and damaged materials. People died because of him. So we never hire someone else from outside the family to help run this place ever again. And what do you know? We've never come close to having another collapse. I might be what people consider a tough boss, but I run a tight ship, and that's how you avoid accidents. I can never not think of dead silence when I hear the name Shaw. Dead silence. I'm not following. I am dumb. I am dumb. Are the miners working in the same mine that collapsed? Did they have to dig out the people's bodies? No, they wouldn't. What? That's a stupid question. We'll sit quietly. You sit for a few long minutes. Tabitha taps away at her keyboard. The pleasant bird song you're used to hearing as a constant backdrop of Scarlet Hollow has been replaced with the distant sound of machinery, muffled as it is by Tabitha's thin office walls. Team Fortress 2 is not my comfort game. It's my stress. Because what? He's saying that I have 100 points while my pyro is sniffing glue with 4 points. Beware the stare of Mary Shaw. She has no children, only dolls. And if you hear her in your dreams, be sure to never ever scream. Horror film? Okay, I don't know that one. I was never big on horror films, to be honest. Oh. I may be playing Spy, and that may lead me to be a little bit more elitist. But when my teammates play, they sniff paint on weekends, and when the enemy is playing, they're from North Korea, and we get executed if they lose. The angry rumbling of your stomach. The PBJ was not enough to sustain you for this long. You require more substantial sustenance. I'm getting kind of hungry. Um, Say nothing. You're a stoic. You won't be defeated by hunger. Hey, are you hungry? I could pick us up something if there's a place I can get. If there's a place to get food. Oh, I guess now that you mention it, yeah. The cafeteria has mac and cheese. I don't hate. It's the building with the big cafeteria sign on it. Try not to get lost. I don't need you falling down any mine shafts. You get up, leaving Tabitha's office once again, stepping out into the fresh air. This cafeteria sign is not as obvious as Tabitha made it out to be. The gray corrugated buildings look vaguely the same. You aren't quite sure what direction you should start heading in. You approach the nearest group of miners. You could cut to the chase and ask where the cafeteria is, but you are here among the workers, unsupervised. What's the harm in asking them if they've seen anything unusual? You got a reason to be bothering us? Hey, I'm Tabitha's cousin. Yeah, we know. Me and Davis were in the diner yesterday when you popped in. How can we help? See anything weird lately? The miners look you up and down. Weird how? Weird like animal sightings? Weird noises coming from the woods? Never mind. Nope. You've been talking to that townie. The one the boss gave a lifetime ban to? Yeah, she's like a Bigfoot YouTuber or something. Her videos are actually pretty good. But you know, now that I think about it, it's pretty weird. I haven't seen many animals at all lately. Used to see all sorts of critters. Now it's mostly birds. This your first time up here, ain't it? Just not used to the seasons changing. All the animals are hibernating, that's all. I don't know, she's got a point. I've been up here 5 years now, and it's never been like this before. Maybe it's global warming. I think they're calling it climate change now. Yeah. Weird noises coming from the woods. Not a peep. We're underground most of the day, though. You know, I heard something unusual the other night. Thought it might have been an owl or something, but it didn't sound right. It wasn't an owl. You're just not used to the local wildlife yet. Okay. Do you know anything about a guy named Wayne? Yeah, we know him. He was such a cut-up. Miss that dude. Kenai, why are you talking about him in the past tense? I met him last night. Wait, what? No way. Isn't that guy y'all said was a... Well, I guess he ain't. And he hasn't skipped town, huh? Pretty unexpected turn of events, if you ask me. That guy owns Wayne Industries. Heard he dresses up like a weirdo. What a relief. Thought something awful happened to the poor guy. Preston? What do you think happened to him? It ain't our place to talk about it. Least of all, not with the boss's cousin. So what do you think of Tabitha? Miners stare at you, distrust in their eyes. Harrison chews her sandwich slowly. She works hard. She's a good enough boss. End of story. I met this guy on the bus. So I met this guy on the bus. Wore a beanie and a shirt. And said, I want to, yeah. He said he had some friends working up in the mines here. A lot of people wear beanies. He gave me boiled peanuts. Y'all want any? Pass. No thanks. I'm good. Looking for the cafeteria. I'm trying to do a favor and not... I'm going to do you a favor and not tell you where it is. Oh, come on, Zax. Go easy on him. I am going easy on him. The calf is slop. You're better off grabbing a bite at the diner. Only good establishment in town. I don't know. The mac and cheese is pretty decent. The mac and cheese is the only thing that's decent. And we all know why that is. Come on, let's get out of here. Our shift's about to start anyways. Cafeteria remains a hidden treasure, and you remain without a map. Approach another group of miners. Well, if it isn't the boss's cousin, can we help you with something? Do you know Wayne? Wayne? Do you mean Sam Wayne? What are you asking about him for? Wait, have you seen him? I saw him last night. Really creepy encounter, man. Oh, thank God. Everyone thought he was dead. Hold on. Creepy doesn't sound like Wayne. How do you know it was him? The name on his jacket, just like yours. That's what Sybil has been calling him. So do all of our jackets. If I switch with Isaac's, that doesn't make me Isaac's. No, it's gotta be him. There's no way he'd be dead. You really think he's running around town, creeping on strangers, ignoring his friends and coworkers? Seems more likely to me that somebody took care of him, so to speak, and is running around in his clothes. The miners stand in silence, considering what they just heard. That's not possible. That's ridiculous. This is messed up. But who would do something like that? I don't know. Why don't you ask his girlfriend? Yikes. Do you think? No, no way. Just saying. He wasn't exactly the first fella to fall for her charms. Lots of heartbreak in that woman's history. Lots of jilted ex-lovers, if you catch my drift. Who's he talking about? I told him not to get involved with her. I told him. Who was Wayne seeing? Whoa. Now, if you don't know, there's no way I'm poking that wasp nest. Forget I said anything about it. Yeah, I don't want to be next on the chopping block. Come on, don't dangle something like that. Look, I just don't want to cause any trouble. Enough people are losing their jobs as it is. And I got mouths to feed. Losing their jobs? Sam Wayne case disappearing? We've already said too much. Come on, boys. Smith and Rodriguez leaves. Isaac hesitates. I'll be just a minute, guys. Your funeral, man. I wanted to ask you something in private. I'm about to grab something from the caf if you don't mind joining. Stupendous. You still don't know where the cafeteria is, but this haggard young man has, of his own accord, offered to share his wisdom with you. I was actually looking for the cafeteria. Great, let's walk. You follow the hard-faced young man, an anxious energy in his step, as he escorts you to the building, whose cafeteria sign was definitely smaller than Tabitha made it out to be. You line up, steaming piles of subpar food, undoubtedly cheaply made, judging by your cousin's business practices. I mean, you could still make cheap food taste good. It smells good enough. Find yourself mouth-watering anticipation of bland offerings. Yeah. I mean, just bring a bottle of hot sauce if it's bland. And yeah, you can make cheap food taste good. You said something earlier about seeing Wayne. The man's voice is quiet and nervous. Did Tabitha see him? Did she say anything to you about him? Can't talk, hungry? She said she didn't know him. Let's see. I told you everything I know. Egg, mixed seafood bag, ramen, few veggies, and boom. Yeah, got yourself homemade ramen bowl. Shit. Looks like Sam Wayne is a friend of mine. He's been missing for over a week now. I seem to be the only person around here who gives a rat's ass about it. And I'd be willing to bet the last person who saw him was... Oh, are we talking about a certain young man who may or may not have caught the boss's eye? That Sam Wayne fella, wasn't it? Whatever. If anyone asks... We never talked, got it? I don't want to disappear too. What's got that kid so jumpy? I heard... It's like he's never heard of a guy running off, because he got broke up with before. Yeah, I've skipped town over less. What, he's dating Tabitha? Surely not. Oh, it's my lucky day. They got chicken and dumplings. Yeah, chicken and dumplings you can make pretty cheaply. What do you guys know about this Wayne fellow? You know what? I understand them. I better take your food and go. What do you guys know about this Wayne fellow? All I know is that a certain someone got involved with someone he shouldn't have, and nobody in camp seen him since. I figured he'd just run off to live in a big mansion with his belle. The thought of a strapping young man like him with that sour-faced broad always left such a bad taste in my mouth. As if you wouldn't fall on your knees if a woman... as if you wouldn't fall on your knees if a woman of means shows the slightest bit of interest in you. Or any woman at all. Fair enough. Wait. Oh, is he talking about Perlane? Are you talking about Tabitha? Black magic woman? Wait, are you talking about Tabitha? Yep. You best be going. We won't want that hot meal to go cold. No reason to stay any longer. Step back out into the weak sunlight, clutching the containers of various beige slops, and start making your way back to her trailer. But you don't make it far. Something stops you. A strange unease. A feeling of being watched. The smell of sick flesh. Tima, I wish you could have stayed at the estate. Oh, you were at the estate. It's dangerous here. Run? Oh, hey. Some of your buddies were looking for you. WTF, man. Do you need help? Attack him? It's Wayne, yeah. He lost his bat suit. Oh, hey, some of your buddies were looking for you. The figure Rain doesn't respond to this. What do you mean dangerous? Because it's a mine? There are forces at play in this town. Not all of them prioritize your safety as I do. They've already made things more difficult for us both. I hope you have the strength to survive what they intend to put you through, for both of our sakes. I am the only person in this town who truly cares about your safety. Don't forget that. Even if it's already too late to stop what's going to happen. What's gonna happen? Yeah? Where were you while I was in the woods? Watching. I would have stepped in if you were ever truly in danger. Run. Run back to Tabitha's office. Walk back to Tabitha's office like nothing happened. You continue casually on your way, returning to the hill where Tabitha's trailer is perched. I was kind of slipping into a nap, but now Wayne's got me locked the fuck in with this mystery, right? She meets you at the door. Took you long enough. What? Was there a line? There's a creepy miner who keeps following me. Wayne? Am I in danger here? Why does weird stuff keep happening to me? Is this town like always like this? Yeah, just a long line, that's all. Good. Now let's eat. Then we'll be one step closer to getting this day over. Your cousin's attention is suddenly drawn elsewhere. She stares past you, focusing on something in the distance. Is that Stella? How many times do I have to tell her she's banned before she understands what that means? Tabitha shuts the door. You both march your way down the hill. Keen eye. As you and Tabitha approach, you're able to pick out snippets of Stella's conversation with the miners. Ditchlings. My grandma used to tell me stories about them. Claims she saw one once. And that's why she always has bad luck. Johnson. I think that's the boss storming over. Is it now? Sure is. Suppose it's our cue. Pardon us. Tabby. Timma. Hey, I was just trespassing? Well, yeah, but I have a good reason this time. Shit. I knew I needed to look out. Is there someone talking to you through an earpiece? Kanika? Is that you on the other end? How do you know? Stella hastily removes her earbuds, muffling the other voice. Sorry, Tabby. It's just that Oscar's kid, Rosalina, has been missing since yesterday, so we decided to ask around to see if anyone has seen her. And while we're at it, we also And while we were at it, we were also seeing if anyone had encountered these things we saw in the woods last night. Ditchlings that Sybil said are like little Mothmen foretelling doom. Stella. And also, there's this guy called Wayne who used to work here and who Kanika says is super creepy and sick. And Stella. Yeah? Just stop talking. It's not like I was filming or anything. I'm barely here, I promise. You standing right in front of me? Extremely here. Why didn't you check the usual teen haunts for the kid? The Maxwell place, or the gas station, or wherever, anywhere but here, where you're explicitly not allowed to be. I mean, it's the site of the worst catastrophes that ever befell the town. If there's another one coming, it makes sense, doesn't it? That's why our research pointed us here, at least. Our research? Who's we? You and Kanika? Yeah, she would think something awful is going to happen here. She hates me and everything I stand for, and thinks the town would be some bustling utopia if I wasn't around to ruin it. When in reality, we both know it wouldn't exist without me. Whatever you're looking for, you're barking. Who's that in the background? Oh, there's a kid. Was she there the whole time? Whatever you're looking for, you're barking up the wrong tree. So just go someplace else before... Tabitha once again trails off, before she and Stella have noticed a girl with a dark braid and glasses sneaking along the ridge. It's Rosalina. Kanika, we found her. She's headed up the hill. Up the hill? She's not headed for the old mine, is she? The one that collapsed? We better go after her before someone gets killed. You've got to be kidding me. No, this is great. I'll just go let her know Oscar's looking for her, then we can get out of your hair. Bye, Tabby. See you around. Stella hurries after the girl, disappearing up over the hill. Damn it. I'm never going to finish my spreadsheets. Nobody needs to be playing around in those old mines. We better break this up. You can vaguely hear voices emanating from the boarded up entrance of the old mine. They went in? Does Stella have no sense of self-preservation? Oh yeah, it's cousin bonding time. We're going after them? Oh, we have to go in there, don't we? You can't do this alone. You can do this alone. No, we're going after them. Obviously. I don't like the thought of walking around in an abandoned mine, but I'd rather not leave you out here unattended while it gets dark. You should be safe enough with me to guide the way. Tabitha huffs her way up the mine entrance and disappears into darkness. Follow her into the mine. Tabitha, babe, listen. If we had more self-preservation, we wouldn't have plot in movies. Or politics, so, yep, true. It'd be a pretty boring world. The inside of the mine is warmer than you expect. The air, thick and wet. The ceiling hangs much lower than you are tall, forcing you and Tabitha to hunch over, legs bent, in painful squats, as you begin to navigate through its maze of corridors. Do you know why the entrance of this place is boarded up? Because there's a collapse 100 years ago that killed a bunch of people? $168 people. A man named Charles Shaw decided it's okay to use faulty wood for support struts, and the entire mine came down. It almost ruined our family. A lucky few died instantaneously, but for most of the souls who perished here, it was slow and agonizing, trapped under rubble and left to slowly succumb to the crush injuries or burns or dehydration. It took a week to clear out most of the rubble, recover the bodies. Then a few survivors who were dragged out were never the same. Can't say I blame them. You spent a lot of time thinking about this place, haven't you? I need to finish my coffee. Hearing them have to bend down into a cave like that. What are you doing, Steph? Oh, gosh. You spent a lot of time thinking about this place, haven't you? I have. There are still bodies down here that were never recovered. 168 people climbed down to their deaths that day, unaware of the hand they'd been dealt, until they were literally buried by it. None of us know the price we have to pay until our debt is due. Tabitha's ruminations are interrupted by a thunderous knock echoing from deeper in the mine. Oh God. The hell was that? Probably another delinquent looking for a lifetime ban for my property. Come on. It's coming from this way. Tabitha hastens her pace, disappears down the mine. The deeper you progress into the mine, the heavier the air becomes. Coal dust hangs thick clouds around you, even though this place was abandoned over a century ago. Echoing through tight corridors, you and Tabitha can pick up snippets of a tense argument. I can't believe your dad sent people to follow you. That's messed up. I think that qualifies as harassment. You're right, Becca. It is messed up. I don't need him telling me where I can be. You could at least check in so he knows you're not dead. He loves you and worries about you. He's really not asking for much. Come on, kiddos. There's some really spooky stuff going on right now. You shouldn't be hanging out down here. We're not kids. Yeah, we're teens. Well, you look like a bunch of kids to me. Are those canned strawberry margaritas? Where'd you get those? Oh, no. I know. That isn't you, Miles. It better not be. Yeah, whatever. It's me. What are you even doing here? Looks like we found our trespassers. I still can't believe that Stella managed to drag Kamika out here. She avoids me like the plague. What's the deal with you and Kanika? Honestly, I have no idea. I don't hold anything against her aside from the fact that she always hated me. Teen kids, neither of you think before doing something, so shut up and get out. Yeah. She probably just got jealous that Stella and I started spending time together. But that was years ago, so who knows? What do you think of Kanika? I think the two of us are more alike than she'd care to admit. I respect her, but don't tell her I said that. I wouldn't want to appear weak. I wouldn't want to appear weak. You're probably right. She's jealous and needs to get over it. No offense, but you are a little rough around the edges. Let's move on. They're close. I don't want to ask any of those questions. I don't want to piss her off. You breathe a sigh of relief. As the type passes away, gives way to a small cavern. Within, a group of teens engages Stella and Kanika in a heated argument. All of them are too caught up in the moment to notice you or Tabitha approach. My dad is a foreman at the continuous mining facility, and he says they only abandoned this mine because there wasn't enough coal left, so it actually is really safe, and we can hang out here whenever we want. That's how you appear weak? Not the unreasonable work or sunken eyes in your skull, right? Your obvious overall health dropping? No. You know what, Tabby? You're fine. Right? Yeah. Wait, Becca, I thought I thought your dad was a charge hand. No, Alexis, he got promoted last month. God, Alexis. Correction, your father was foreman at the continuous mining facility. We'll see if he even has a job in the morning. Bro, her face though. What? Oh shit. Oh, hey Tabitha and Tima. I guess you caught up to us. Hanging around with Tabitha today, I guess. Well, at least maybe you two can talk some sense into these kids. They clearly don't respect my authority. What authority? You have no authority here. That's some creepypasta. Yeah. Hey, don't talk about us like we aren't here. Yeah, we can hear you. Alexis, don't butt in. I'm trying to make a point. Yeah, Alexis. What does this mean? Do none of you understand what a boarded up mine entrance is supposed to mean? It means it's closed, condemned, not fit for human use. Oh, come on, this place is sturdy. Check it out. The teen with the beanie jumps up and slaps the strut on the ceiling. Oh, was that the knocking we were hearing earlier? Oh my God, Zane, cut it out. You're embarrassing us. Kids, be quiet. Daddy's talking. I'm sorry for Zane's behavior. I don't think he realizes how extremely 8th grade it is to jump up and hit things. No offense, Rosalina. None taken. The other 8th graders are totally immature. Not like you, Rosalina. You're chill and smart too. Enough. The damage is already done. Now leave. I'm putting my mother in the ground this week. I don't have the patience to deal with children. I can't believe I agree with Tabitha about anything, but this is the worst place I've ever been in my entire life. And I would like to see the sun again before I die. Oh, come on, guys. Maybe it's not a big deal. We used to do dangerous things all the time. And I still do dangerous things now. Yeah, a guy got shot yesterday. Who are we to tell them where they can hang out? I don't know who you think you are in this situation, Stella, but I own this mine. It's entirely within my right to tell them to leave. Much like it's entirely within my rights to tell you to leave. Was your lifetime ban for my mines not clear enough message to you? Hell yeah. Tabitha, tear the sad 20-something to shreds. Hey, I'm defending you, and I'm not sad. Where did you get that idea? My Stella can't possibly be sad with me around. How absurdly rude. These pups need to learn some manners. Running a clickbaity YouTube channel where you run around the woods chasing nothing is extremely sad. So, she's sad. So what? Give it a few years, and you'll be sad too. The passage of time is inescapable. Look, we just wanted to give Rosalina a good time. Her home life sucks right now. Yeah, tell them about where you have to sleep, Rosalina. I've been living in the library for the past couple weeks. Dad says we can't stay at our house. They've got a hot plate and a couple of cots in one of the back rooms. It's actually pretty sick setup. No, it isn't, Zane. Rosalina deserves better. I don't care about your home life. If you're not going to do your underage drinking, or if you're going to do your underage drinking, go do it in the woods. Just get off my property. Tabitha. Why? Look, Rosalina, I'm sure Oscar has a good reason for all of that. He's a good guy, and he cares about you. He thinks our house is haunted. Oh. Wait, what? And I should care because it's a bullshit excuse. I bet he couldn't afford it anymore and is lying to you to save face. What a coward. Becky, I don't think you can, like, say that about other people's families. Isn't that, like, bullying or something? Shut up, Zane. Back up. He said it's haunted? I can't believe he didn't mention it to me. I could investigate. There's no ghost. Stella, it'd be cool if there was. But Becky's right. I just wish he'd be honest with me and tell me what's really going on. It's like he doesn't think I can handle it. Like, I'm still a little kid. You're all children. and none of you realize how good you have it. Back in the day, every one of you would be pulling 12-hour shifts in this exact mine. If it weren't for child labor laws, the 5 of you might actually have some character. For real. What's that? Oh, my water. For real. I'm talking their bottles, smashing them and telling them GTFO, or the cops will get involved and won't look good. Yeah, I mean, it's a mine, and it's a mine that's previously collapsed. The last thing you need is a bunch of kids getting, trapped in a mine. Now you have to rescue them, or worse, recover them. And yeah, it's terrible liability to have. And if you know about it and you don't do anything about it, you're in big trouble. Even if you don't know anything about it, and you should. If it wasn't secure enough that a bunch of kids were easily able to break in, there's still going to be some liability. Exactly. Rosalina's not that mature anyways. She still sleeps with stuffed animals. That doesn't mean she's not mature. I still have pork chops. I rest my case. Wait, what did you say about child labor? I'm not going to weigh in on this. It's between you and your dad. And the two of you should talk about it anywhere that isn't here. I'm sure Oscar is doing this to protect you. How do you know there isn't a ghost? Tabitha, stop smiling, right? Yeah, I'm not going to weigh in on this. I couldn't agree more. Yeah, if Rosalina's house is haunted, we should break in and, ghost bust it or something. Sounds pretty rad to me. Whatever gets you delinquents out of my mind. Oh my god, Zane. You can't ghost bust if there's no ghost. Also, Rosalina lives there. She can't break into her own house. If there's no ghost that you know of, I bet we can figure out how to bust it if it's actually real. And if it isn't real, well, problem solved. Rosalina, you could always stay at my house until Stella ghost busts your place. We have a finished basement with a pull-out couch. Now I see why Wade left. The freaking looks like she just ate a whole lemon face. Why are we talking about this like it's a thing? It's not a thing. There is no ghost. I don't care, and I can't believe I've wasted this much time trying to argue with children. I'm washing my hands of this and calling the cops. Feel free to leave before they show up. You hear that, Miles? We're leaving. I suggest the rest of you kids leave this empty mine before someone gets black lung or gets crushed by the rocks or meets any other many terrible fates people tend to meet in abandoned mines. Looks like Smile 3 became an... yeah. Kanika is interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks. That wasn't me, I swear. Then what was it? Come on, Stella. Didn't you have a whole list of perfectly natural explanations for scary coal mine noises? It's Tommyknockers, for sure. I know this isn't why we came down here, but we gotta check it out. They're an old Cornish myth. Ooh, my phone is dying. Hold on. Move phone over here. Plug in. Plug in. Okay. They're an old Cornish myth. Name for the knocking sound you can hear sometimes in mines right before a collapse. Some say the knocking is a warning, while others say it's the spirits themselves bringing the mines down. Stella. I mean, that's not all they do. They're also sometimes just mischievous. Stella. Nobody's going deeper into the mine. Nobody is staying in the mine. You're all leaving. You hear something over the sound of Stella pleading with Kanika and Tabitha, the shuffling of feet on stone, and the whispering of mischievous teens. Turn around and catch them in the act. Let the moment pass. You see Becca and Alexis gone. Now Rosalina is crawling into the small tunnel in the cavern wall, but she hastens her movements when your eyes fall on her. Rosalina, stop. Rosalina, stop. But she doesn't listen to you. Instead, slipping into the tunnel and joining her friends. Unbelievable. You're kidding me, right? Really? Wow, Kanika, maybe if you weren't still scared of the dark or whatever, you wouldn't have noticed them sneaking off. I noticed them sneaking off like I've been zoning out the whole time. They must have squeezed through that child-sized tunnel. Dang, I always wondered where that goes. I've never been able to get these hips through there. It's probably for the best, dear. Stella, stop sneaking into my mines. Please, I'm literally begging you. If all the tunnels down here were wide enough for adults, we could already be done. With this little mess, but there just has to be remnants from a bygone era. Didn't you just talk about child labor was the good old days a minute ago? I was trying to get you to leave my mind. Becca's head pops out of the tunnel entrance. We're not about to let you come in here and ruin our good time. The mine is safe. I've been here 1,000,000 times. If Becca says we're safe, then we're totally safe. Whenever I come on, whatever I come on, you two, I know a cool spot this, oh, okay, whatever. Come on, you two. That's really weird punctuation. I know a cool spot this way. Okay, I think I know where that tunnel rejoins the rest of the mine. Tabitha needs a bear hug. Like, fix her posture. More of a hunchback than me. I'll go look for them, and I want each and every one of you to take note of the fact that I'm doing that. If these idiots get themselves lost and die, I'm not letting their families sue me into the ground. Are those really your priorities right now? Yes. Yes, I have actual literal work to do, and instead I'm having to chase these stupid kids around. Bad kids won't listen. Like, oh, the mine is safe. The mine where over 100 people died in? That's safe? That's what you call safe? Yeah. Do you have a problem with that? I want the rest of you out of my mind. Except for you, Timo. I'm not letting you out of my sight. Women, though. Ted Bundy was safe. He's totally safe. He's totally a chill guy. I can never fit in that tunnel anyways. They have crossed the barrier that I cannot. So, my time here is up. But only because Stella promised me a ghost hunt tomorrow. Whatever. I still have to do my dailies anyway. And service down here sucks. I will happily escort these two knuckleheads out. OMG. I feel so safe with you. Oh, no. You're not about to weasel your way into this, Stella. Oh, come on, Tabby. I've been down here a ton. I could totally help out. Tabitha sighs. There's no getting rid of you, is there? Fine. I won't waste my time arguing. What's the point of going after them? They won't listen. Um, just like she said, so like they don't get sued into oblivion. Stella, don't push Tabitha's boundaries like that. Tabitha, don't push. No. Um, yeah, I don't like any of these. All right, let's do this. Sure. Let's not linger any longer than we have to, shall we? We could scare the living out of them. Walk in dressed as Homelander. Want me to take Gretchen with me? I don't know if it'll be easier to cover more ground with or without her. Excuse me, ma'am. I am a formidable and self-sufficient monster hunting companion. Yeah, that's probably for the best. I don't want a repeat of last night. And who knows if we have to do any climbing. We'll see you on the other side. Hopefully soon. For sure. We won't be long. Can't wait to bust some ghosts tomorrow. Kanika, Miles, Zane head towards the entrance of the mine, leaving you, Tabitha, and Stella to find the remaining teens. Alright, no dawdling. We should be able to catch up with them if we go this way. You and Stella exchange a glance as Tabitha ventures forward. Venture deeper into the mines. As the three of you move deeper into the mine, you hear echoes of conversations bouncing across the walls. Becca, why are we doing this again? I thought you thought Tabitha was, like, really cool. Why are you trying to get her all mad? That smile. I think she likes, like, you. Oh, yeah, yeah. We're doing this just because Tabitha is really cool. She doesn't let anyone boss her around. So we can't just let her boss us around. Aw, you hear that, Tabby? Someone thinks you're cool. I can't believe she used to hang out with a nobody like Stella. Ooh, oof. Oof. Hey. I don't know. I think Stella's kind of cool. Her videos are really neat. Oh, come on. She doesn't even have a sponsor. What kind of YouTuber doesn't have a sponsor? I don't have a sponsor either. I mean, not yet. But I'm in talks with Meat Rice. Me? You're my sponsor? I finally made it. I got a sponsor. Meat Rice. And I make plenty from ads and donations. How does it feel to have a teen girl think you're cool, Tabitha? I feel nothing about it. The opinions of children don't interest me. Right. And I'm in talks with Razor. Razor, please sponsor and send me equipment. God, I got, never mind. I don't know. You kind of hesitated there. You're reading into things that aren't there. Stella, just because your livelihood revolves around what people think of you doesn't matter what doesn't mean that I care what people think of me. Oof. Oof. Congratulations on your sponsor, though. Dang, Stella, Meat Rice? That's a big deal. They're like on everyone's big podcast. Thank you. It feels like a really big step for the channel. I just wish Becca hadn't said all those things she said tonight. She's just mean. Yeah, she's been mean the whole time. She's been mean to Alexis. For a public figure, I'm surprised you don't have thicker skin. She's just mean. Had nothing to do with you. You've seen how she treats everyone tonight, except Tabitha. Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm surprised you don't have thicker skin about this, Stella. You never struck me as someone who let other people's opinions bother you. If you did, I wouldn't have tried so hard to keep you off my property. Well, I know you don't mean it. One second, guys. You're all good. Thank you, thank you. Yeah. Phone call. Being an adult is annoying sometimes. Let's save while we're here, because we haven't saved in a while. Agree to disagree. I wish they were gossiping about me. I'm just glad they're not gossiping about me. Wait, why did I... Weird. Oh. That, my chat wasn't updating. I was reading very, very old chat. Okay. On my phone. I don't know. Twitch mobile is just... Ugh. Twitch mobile needs some serious... Yeah, it's so bad. It is just so bad. Yeah. And it's like they were trying to make it like TikTok or something. I don't know. They were trying to make the interface like all the other obnoxious, and it's just like that's not how people use Twitch. People don't use Twitch in the same way. I mean, I know you could stream on TikTok, but like that's like secondary to what it's, you know, that's secondary to TikTok's like you know, what they do. We need our simplicity back. Exactly. Yeah, we don't need, yeah, it's just such a mess to use. Emotes are always breaking. Yeah, I know they're just teens, but some of that stuff stung. Another knock. Closer. Interrupts your thoughts. Followed by another. Followed by another. Is it me, or is the knocks coming from the same direction as those kids? It's not just you. Okay, that knocking is starting to freak me out. Calm down, Rosalina. It's just mind sounds. Did you guys see that? No. It was just a shadow. There's no reason to get freaked out. Oh my gosh. They made a Bloody Valentine movie? A new Bloody Valentine movie. These kids have just the best survival instincts in all of horror. What was that? Oh, it was probably just the wind. What's that knocking sound? It's probably just the wind. It's fine. We should split up. We'll cover more ground that way. Like, oh my gosh. Shut up. There's nothing down here. Stop trying to scare me. Are we sure the tunnel that it went through is going to meet back up? I mean, we could hear them. So, Tabitha, about that self-preservation. Let's see. What did they see? I don't know. Tommy knockers. What if they're the ones doing the knocking? What if all this is just a terrible prank? And it's gullible victims. No way. You heard how loud that was. There's no way they're doing that. It's Tommy knockers. I'm sure of it. It's not Tommy knockers. That being said, it's also definitely not a prank. It's probably just some falling rocks somewhere deeper in the mine, which is also bad for obvious reasons. I can't believe they're making us do this. They better get grounded when all is said and done. As much as I appreciate the sentiment, I hope you're wrong. If they get grounded, it means people found out about this. I hate dealing with parents. Look on the bright side, Timma. If they didn't come down here, we'd have missed out on a golden opportunity to get spooked. Tabitha glares at Stella. We're getting closer. Let's keep going. As you progress deeper into the mine, the knocking grows more frequent. It's distant, but it's much louder than before. The tunnel abruptly ends in front of you. A century-old ladder is the only way forward. In the darkness beyond, you can still hear the echoes of terrified teens. Their panic arguings bounce down the pitch-black corridors. Here we are. The tunnel they crawl down passes through the chamber below. It shouldn't be hard to find them once we get down there. I've never been this far in. Congratulations, Stella. You got what you wanted. Tabitha crawls up to the ladder and disappears over its edge. All right, let's do this. Stella hoists herself over the edge and begins to climb down. I'm pretty sure this is the way back. Come on. Pretty sure? I thought you'd been down here before. Okay, maybe I didn't get this far in, but whatever it is, it doesn't matter. I definitely remember the way out. I don't want to be down here anymore. I think it's actually this way. Oh, shut up. No one ever wanted to come, no one even wanted you to come with us anyway. Becca. Yep, they're close all right. Good thing they're so damn loud. It sounds like they're really lost. The voices around you, of the teens and your companions, sound odd, distant. There's something in the darkness before you. There's something in the darkness before you that is much louder, though you don't hear it. Walk towards it. You don't hear it, but you feel it in your chest. A desperate need to perceive and be perceived. Wrap yourself in the darkness of the pit. Why would we do that? Hey, are you all right, Timma? Bear witness? What do you think you're doing? Get away from there. Your cousin dives towards you, but not before the light from your phone illuminates the chamber. Oh, okay. Timma, are you all right? Oh, thank God, you're alive. It looked like you had a seizure or something. And then you and Tabby just conked out. I'm fine. You can barely open your eyes. You're not fine. None of you move a muscle. I don't want you straining yourselves while you're recovering from whatever that was. I'm gonna get both of you some help. I'll be back soon, I promise. You fade back out of consciousness as your companion clambers out of the pit, intent on your rescue. Tabitha farted. Has those nuclear farts. Oh, you raise up on your elbows, head still swimming from the visions, your surroundings coming back into focus. Your head throbs as the knocking continues, now magnitudes more intense than ever. Through it, you once again hear the panicked voices of bickering teenagers echoing down the stone corridors. Becca, you're just getting us more lost. It's this way. If you're so sure, then why don't you just leave? I can't believe I let Alexis talk me into inviting you in the first place. Becca, I'm just trying to help. I said go. Okay, I will. Alexis. Yeah, oh, now they're splitting up. Great. You don't have to go with her, you know. Pick a side, Alexis. I'm sure Becca knows where we're going. We wouldn't just lie. Sorry, Rosalina. The incredibly desperate voices of the teen are drowned out by the thunderous knocking. You can practically feel the ground shake beneath you. You can almost see the walls vibrate with the intensity of hellish sound. Kenai. You can't help but notice the timber struts around you trembling as they were being struck by an invisible blow with each knock. They're all that's standing between you and the many tons of rock over your head, and they suddenly seem terribly fragile. God, that knocking is not helping my headache. What the hell just happened? I remember you diving towards me. I had some sort of vision. Did you see it too? There's gotta be fumes or something down here. An old mine. These places are death traps. We probably just hallucinated. Are you literally gaslighting me? I said I saw it too. Stop being weird. We're leaving. Oh, geez. Rosalina appears in the passageway to your left, out of breath and teary-eyed. I'm so sorry I snuck off like that. I just wanted to Alexis think I was cool. Oh my god, Tabitha, stop. Your intelligence is sinking faster than your eyes. The entire cavern shakes with the sound of a rock fall. I don't know what the hell is up with this knocking, but that's the sound of a mine collapse. Quick, up the ladder, both of you. Wait, Becca and Alexis are still down there. You can't just leave them. I know which way they're going. They'll listen to you this time, I promise. Do you have a death wish, little girl? This isn't a movie. The best thing we can do to help those girls right now is to not be buried alive ourselves. Take Rosalina and leave. Ooh. Go after Becca. I'm a bastard. I thought that was a boy. I'd be dumb enough to go back for him. I don't know what to do. I'm glad we're replaying this because I've forgotten a lot. Give me 1 second, friendos. Okay, it's just that. I couldn't live. Yeah, true. True. Go after Becca and Alexis. Okay, let's do this. Timma, don't do this to me. I'm not leaving unless everyone leaves. They're kids, Tabitha. They're kids, Tabitha. I'm not gonna leave them down here. Are you serious? Thank you. They're back this way, hurry. Rosalina runs back the way she came. You run after her. Mine shakes with each thunderous blow as bits of rock dust fall on the ceiling and scatter to the floor around you. I thought you knew the way out. I thought you've been down here a million times. I was making it up, okay? I swear to God, Timma, if we get stuck down here, you what? Kill me? Then you'll be stuck down here alone. I'm glad you decided to come along. You won't regret it. We'll see about that. We're coming. Just stay where you are. Rosalina, you came back. I don't want to die down here. Come on. The way out isn't far. Grab them and start running. Come on. The way out isn't too far, but we got to go now. Okay. I would have told Tabitha, leave, call the cops, and have a rescue team ready. Yeah, that's yeah. I'm against splitting up, but yeah, that's probably what I would have done too. You quickly push your way back towards the entrance. Pieces of falling rock littering the path around you. You start climbing. Now, once the last team is up, Tabitha grabs the ladder and starts climbing. You follow and start climbing. This way, come on. Your cousin moves with the kind of swiftness you expect from someone who spent her entire life working around coal mines. Why couldn't you just listen to someone other than yourself, Becca? Ooh, nice. You know what? They've been talking so much smack. I'm sorry, okay? God. Now's not the time. Yeah, true. You push forward, burning muscles giving away to pure adrenaline. To your horror, You can see cracks forming in the walls around the tunnel. Come on, we gotta go faster. We're almost there. I can see the entrance. Uh-oh. Your surroundings quake as the mine collapses around you. Uh-oh. Ooh. Yikes. Then the knocking fades. You feel safe, having arrived back at the entrance in one piece. What? WTF? What the fuck? Rosalina, are you okay? 127 hours, part 2. Clearly she's not, idiot. Shut up, Becca. It was your idea to go down there in the first place. This is your fault. Shit. Why did this have to happen? Okay, the knocking stopped, at least. All of you, stay exactly where you are. I'm going to make some calls. This really hurts. Yeah, it looks like it hurts. Stella and Kanika pop their heads through the mine entrance. Tabitha just stormed out. Are you... Oh my god. Rosalina, can you hear me? We're gonna get you out of here, okay? Stella already called an ambulance. But that means the cops are gonna come. They're gonna know I was drinking. Nobody cares about your drinking. Makeshift tourniquet, yeah. That definitely needs a tourniquet. Becca, yeah, no one cares about the drinking. If my dad finds out, he'll kill me. He can't know. Becca squirms to the gap in the boards and scampers away. Ooh, wow, what a... Ew, what a rat. She scampered away? Sure, worry about the underage drinking, not the possible loss of leg. Yeah, an infection. And just bleeding out. I mean... Honestly. Don't worry about her. Rosalina's an asshole. Or don't worry about her, Rosalina. She's being an asshole. One of us should wait by the gate to make sure they can find us up here. Yep. I should check in with Tabby. See if she needs help. We're gonna get you help. Everything's gonna be okay. Alright. I'll go down to the gate. Rosalina, I'm so sorry. I'll be back very soon. We're gonna get you out of here. Don't worry, pup. I know you're sick. But I'm here to keep you warm. Am I gonna die? Her father is like the mean kind of guy I know I'd throw hands with. What is that emote? Wait, what is that? Am I gonna die? Rosalina, don't say things like that. Of course you're not gonna die. The ambulance will be here any minute. Probably. Sorry. We're all gonna die eventually. Of course not. You're gonna be okay, I promise. Thanks, Tima. Rosalina's breath comes in quick, irregular bursts. That's not good. That was one of the first emotes I made. If I don't make it, tell my dad I'm sorry. I'm the one who has something to be sorry about. This is all me and Becca's fault. We should have never gone down there. It's not your fault. I went down there because I wanted to. Rosalina pauses, catching her breath. Thank you, Tima. I'm glad everybody made it out okay. Couldn't have done it without your help. Alexis is right. You're very mature for your age. Anyone else would have done the same. I'm sorry I couldn't do more. And that's why you shouldn't underage drink. Alexis is right. You're very mature for your age. Doesn't matter the fault anymore. Everyone's alive. This one got lucky. The only thing we can take from this is lessons. Well, no one's died so far. I mean, there's a lot of blood. All right, Alexis. You are very mature for your age. Worrying about others at a time like that, you're more brave than a lot of adults I know. It's true, Rosalina. You're really brave. Braver than I am. And smarter. Well, I mean, we all die a little inside when Tabitha smiles. True. If I hadn't stuck with Becca, maybe, I don't know, maybe it would have been different. It's just not fair that this happened to you. Yeah, the one who went back for her friends, and then the one of her friends that she went back for ditched her when she's potentially bleeding out and dying. What an absolute rat. My dad can't find out. I'll get grounded. Man. You think he's not going to find out? A girl potentially loses a leg. You think he's not going to find out? You're the nicest person I know, Rosalina. I choose grounded. Yeah. Yeah. And also, I choose grounded over, like, running off on my friends when they're bleeding out. Still awake? Just hurts like hell. Sorry, I shouldn't be pushing you to talk. I'll just hold your hand until they come back with help, okay? Don't go to sleep yet, don't go to sleep yet, pup. Alexis grasps Rosalina's hand. Tears streak down both their cheeks as you sit in silence together, waiting for the long, anxious moment to pass before help arrives. Some of my men are on the way with rock lifts. We'll get you out of there soon. They're over here, Earl. Jesus H. Christ, you weren't kidding about an emergency. It'll be a bit before the ambulance. The nearest depot is over in Brevard, so it'll be at least half an hour. So yeah, bring a first aid kit. I'm sure you guys have like a trauma kit on the site. Get a tourniquet on her. You heard the man. You have half an hour to get her out of there. Move it. Rosalina, sweetie, I'm here. Dad, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You don't have to be sorry. It's okay. We're all here. You can hang on, Rosalina. I know you can. Tabitha's men quickly get to work and manage to pull Rosalina out from the rubble just as the ambulance arrives. Stop the bleeding. Yep. Yep. I'm afraid there's no space in the back. What do you mean? I can't ride with her? You're better off driving behind us. We're heading to Brevard, so it's quite a ways. Is she gonna be okay? She's gonna make it, right? Please, God. Yes, sir. I promise we'll do everything we can to keep her stable. Her vitals are looking good. Okay, so she's not in any immediate danger. I was worried this was one of those hit the bottle. No, he's a good guy. And in our other playthrough, we actually met him earlier than this. So, but yeah, when we met him earlier, he was a pretty chill dude. I love you, Dad. The paramedics load Rosalina into the back of the ambulance and drive off. Oscar approaches you off to the side as the police talk to Tabitha and her men. What the hell happened in there? Oscar, Rosalina, and her friends got lost in there. Timma went after them. Timma? You mean Timma Scarlet? Oscar, I'm so sorry. Yeah, let's not talk about the Tommyknockers. Or maybe we should. Oscar, I'm so sorry. It's okay. At least nobody died. What happened, though? It was just a horrible incident. Nobody could have known it was going to happen. Just teens being teens. We did our best to get them out of there. That Becca is a terrible influence is what happened. True, I think the kids already know that, so I don't think they're going to be hanging out with her anymore. Just teens being teens. We did our best to get them out of there. No, this was no teenager's fault. It's a parent's job to make sure their kids don't deliberately put themselves in these situations. Rosalina was mad at me, and instead of fixing the thing that was driving her away, I just ignored it. This is my fault. There you go. That is a sober-minded adult right there. That's parenting, yes. Yeah, your daughter acting out isn't necessarily her, and it's not entirely her fault. your daughter acting out is a symptom of other things. Yeah. Oscar, I'm the parent here. I'm sure she thinks I'm making things up about our house being haunted, but I've seen things that I can't explain, and it's only gotten worse over time. Kids learn by watching, even at the earliest stages of life. She told us about it down in the mine. For what it's worth, I believe you. No comment, but after tonight, I don't know. Once you're back from the hospital, we can check it out for you. Thanks, Stella. That means a lot. I've got to go. Mr. Gutierrez, is it okay if I come too? I want to be there for her. Alexis is such a homie. Look at Alexis looking after her friends, unlike that rat Becky. It'll be good for her to see a friendly face. The two of them head over to Oscar's car and drive off. Do you think Rosalina's going to be okay? The paramedic said she was stable. She's a tough kid. She'll be okay. Alexis, single tear. Bumps chest with fist in approval. Though she did side with Becky or Becca, whatever her name was. She did side with her, but still, in the end, she came through. I can't believe you left us down there. We told her to take the kids and go. To take the older kids, which was the right call. Get the kids out that you can get out and go after the other one. Split up the group. Yeah. Explore your vision. There was a stone carving on the wall of that pit. It gave me some sort of vision. I saw what happened to this place. Are you sure? You didn't just hallucinate? You were at the bottom of an old mine. I don't know. You weren't down there. Tima and Tabby like simultaneous seizures next to a creepy stone carving. It was like something out of a movie. I can't believe you left us down there. No, well, I mean, actually, oh, we're talking about Stella. Yeah, well, I guess she couldn't really, it's not like she was going to be able to carry either of us out. Because she had to go up the ladder. So, I guess that was the right play. But we're not going to bring it up. What happens now? What happens now? We go home. Now hold on a minute, Miss Scarlet. Mind if we have a quick word with you, with your cousin, Miss, in private? Okay, fine, just make it quick. And don't you dare try to pull anything on him. He did nothing wrong here. Ladies, I'm afraid that means you too. Don't you need to talk to us? We witness this too. Oh, sure, but that could wait. We know where to find y'all. Oh, it's a different cop. Sheriff Earl. What a coincidence running into you 2 nights in a row. And Stella, you ran into Stella 2 nights in a row. Tap of the heart in the right place. Head still up her ass. Yeah. This is my colleague, Deputy Derrickson. Pleased to meet you, Tima. Apologize for my absence yesterday. It was my special bowling night, you see. A man has to have his me time. But I was briefed on the events of last night. Even though we're still not sure if what went on could be considered a crime, Duke has been missing since then. What? Though we found neither hide nor hair of him. Could just be on an extended hunting trip. What are you talking about? You saw the video. Well, not you, but the old guy saw the video. His head was gone. Oh, maybe he patched it up. He put a band-aid on it, and he went on a hunting trip. It wouldn't be the first time he's done something like that. I was told the footage showed his supposed body, but we couldn't get the camera working, so no way to confirm until we track him down. Now I understand both of these were terribly unfortunate accidents that had nothing to do with you being in the area. You're not even asking us any questions. You're just telling us stuff that doesn't make any sense. Where's your head at? Where's your head at? And we have to ask, what exactly were these teenagers doing in a shuttered mine owned by your family? That's the question you're going to ask? And why were you down there with them? I'll get to your questions, but we also need to talk about the man that's been stalking me. I'll get to your questions, but we also need to talk about the man who's been stalking me. His name is Sam Wilson. Or Sam, why did I say Sam Wilson? Sam Wayne. And he used to work at the mines here. That seems like an awful lot like deflection to me. Wouldn't you say, Earl? This is a nice town. People don't go about stalking strangers in these parts. Are you kidding me? Do your job. Do your jobs. Can you at least take a description? Drop it. These guys are useless. This is not a nice town. You obviously do not talk to the people, right? Decide to drop it. Now, can you tell us what happened down there? This town is haunted. You're out of your depths here. Why are you asking me this? It was a mine collapse. We saw some teens sneak into the... Yo, hippie. Hello. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a lovely Saturday. We saw some teens sneak into an abandoned mine, so we went in after them. Yeah, that's literally what happened. Just trying to do the right thing. Of course, very noble of you. Pardon our question. Just trying to gather all the facts, you see? Just being thorough. Our duty as officers of the law. On a few matches of Ready or Not? I hope you have good matches. I hope you have good matches. Well, if there's nothing more you can tell us, I suppose we'll let you be about your business. But we may be in touch. Have a good one. Deputy Derrickson tips his hat to you. The two officers wander back towards the mine. Derrickson taking some notes as they examine the scene. You make your way towards your friends, to Stella and Kanika. I just can't believe 2 nights in a row? Is it my fault? Stella, no, this is just an awful coincidence. It's not your fault. Oh, hey, guess the cops are done with you. What are they gonna, what, are they gonna take you in for being present at the incident? I mean, so were you two. I just realized I could play my Ghost Recon games on VR. Ooh. These next 2 weeks have to go by quick. Sorry if they gave you a hard time. Small town cops, you know. Always blame everything on drifters. Acts of God, I guess. Excellent. You didn't get arrested. We literally did nothing wrong. I mean... Now come on. Let's get back to the estate. I'd like to get some rest before I have to deal with the fallout of everything that happened tonight. See you tomorrow. Okay, Tima? Tomorrow? You've already ruined my evenings on 2 consecutive nights, Stella. What do you think you're going to be doing with my cousin tomorrow? We're going ghost hunting at Oscar's, remember? We talked about it in the mines. You were there. I didn't think you were serious. Fine. If we're going to keep running into each other, we might as well have an open line of communication. I don't have Stella's number, Tima. You should make sure you do. I'll give Stella my number, but not for whatever this is. Just to make sure I don't miss tomorrow's ghost hunt. Hold on. But privacy. Oh, sure. You give Stella your contact info. Don't worry. I'll only use this newfound power when it's truly urgent. Like interviewing you over breakfast. Tabitha, shut up. This in between me, the cutie, and ghost hunting. Keep me posted on what she's doing. Let me know if that ghost hunt actually happens. It's weird that you care about what she's doing so much. Clearly, I have to. Come on, let's go. Tabitha starts walking to her car, pulling you by your arm. Your phone buzzes as she drags you. Looks like Stella's already set up a group chat with you and Kanika. I'll text you when we're back. Are you kidnapping me? We're being kidnapped. See you guys tomorrow. You could practically feel Tabitha's eye. You could almost practically feel Tabitha roll her eyes as she drags you to the car. She's already gonna call us over for breakfast. Feed me, lovely, judge me, and boom, marriage. Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkened road. You try to keep an eye on the surrounding wilderness as she drives, wary of what may lurk behind the tree line. Sorry about today. How are you holding up? I'm doing terrible, by the way, in case you wanted to know. Why did you treat Stella like that? Didn't you used to be friends? I keep losing my... There we go. Sorry about today. I mean, it wasn't really our fault. Sorry for apologizing. Am I talking too much, or... Drop it. How are you holding up? Poorly, but I'd rather we didn't get into it. Poor Rosalina. Poor Oscar. He should have kept tighter reins on that girl. I never got into any trouble like this when I was a teen. And I have Perlane to thank for it. Hated it at the time, but that strictness paid off. Ugh, what am I telling you for? Honestly, a lot of like the most like... A lot of the kids that acted out the most when I was growing up had the strictest parents. Whoa, are we bonding? You can tell me stuff. I'd like to know more about you. Really, I don't think the parents are to blame here. You're right. There are a lot of adults who should have done a better job tonight. Whoa, are we bonding? I guess, sure. I don't really think the parents are to blame here. You're right. There are a lot of adults who should have done a better job tonight. Well, I don't think so. I agree with her that I think that Oscar is part to blame. Even though she's a kid, she still has her own agency. And even when told it was dangerous, they didn't, you know, she used like the worst judgment possible. I'm in the middle. But at the same time, yeah, Oscar should have cleared things up with her. And that is on him. You're right. There are a lot of adults who should have done a better job tonight. Exactly. People who aren't ready to be parents shouldn't be parents. And clearly, there are some parents who aren't ready. Take the librarian. Oscar should have been maybe a little bit more strict. Yeah. Put the foot down, but not pedal to the metal. Yeah, yeah. And he should have cleared up, you know, they were obviously having problems. He should have been working on that. No one's ever ready to be a parent, right? There are tons of people more qualified to be parents and can't even conceive. And here, he is having a kid at 19 and clearly letting her do whatever the hell she wants. He's only 19. He's way older than 19. Yeah, because she's like, what? She's in 8th grade? And look where that's got her. Even if she doesn't lose that leg, she's going to carry what happened tonight for the rest of her life. It's not fair. Do you want kids? That's entirely out of line. What's wrong with you? Oscar's house is haunted. Tabitha, I don't think it's fair to pass judgment. Had a kid at 19? Oh, okay. I guess maybe he had the kid at 19, but that'd mean he was like probably in his 30s. Do you want kids? That's a weird thing to ask, I think. Do you want kids? Lots of people want kids. I'm doing terribly, by the way, in case you wanted to know. Yeah, me too. I gotta focus on the road, though. Some of us can't have kids, so I could see that being a pretty normal question. Yeah. Ride in silence. Your eyes wander back to the tree line as you and Tabitha sink back into silence. Once again, you cross the threshold into the estate, the musty stench of decaying mansion greeting you with its undertones of mildew and wood rot. Well, this day was a lot more stressful than it needed to be, and I'm sure it's the precursor to a horrible, stressful week. I'm going to bed. I suggest you do the same. I'll see you in the morning. Tabitha turns and makes her way up the stairs, her posture defeated. Turn in. This is where you tell Tabitha, for all of our sakes, don't ever smile again. You collapse in Tabitha's dusty guest bed, your head empty of thoughts. Head empty. After your time in the Shaw mine, you barely even notice the dust. Your phone buzzes on the table. Y'all, these are those things, right? Kanika sends a picture of a pair of ditchlings by the side of the road. I saw them too. I saw them again too. Another picture, this time of them staring from a tree. Dude, if you're gonna put this on YouTube, put her smile as the thumbnail. Yeah. That'd probably be the best thumbnail, yeah. WTF. Those things are definitely not hairless monkeys or raccoons or whatever. I don't even know what the hell they are. I guess there's more to them being here than the mine collapse. No way I'm sleeping tonight. You think about looking at the guest room window, but at this point you're too exhausted to leave your bed. The adrenaline from this evening is finally wearing off, replaced by a creeping exhaustion that threatens to overwhelm you. Your limbs feel heavy, eyelids slipping down over your eyes, even as you stare down at the ominous pictures on your phone. If it weren't for the pit of dread balling in your stomach, you would almost feel comfortable as you settle in between the covers, your tired bones sinking into the decrepit mattress. When you close your eyes, you see Rosalina's face, twisted with pain, staring up with you with tear-streaked cheeks, trapped by powers beyond her control, terrified of what her uncertain future would hold. Your eyes shoot back, your heart pounding as the door to your room swings open. Oh yeah, this would... Oh. Just the cat. It's always just the cat. Don't read into this. The woman kicked me out. I just want a warm place to sleep. It's nice to see another living creature, even one as unfriendly as Tabitha's cat. The comfort of her presence set your mind at ease, and you finally sleep into a deep sleep. That was weird. Into the void.